Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's John and today we're inside Microsoft Flight Simulator 24 and it's a bit of a review today. I picked up this aircraft. It's the PA-38 Tomahawk from Just Flight, and the main reason I wanted to show you this today is because I love it. Yep, I love this aircraft. Yep, it is small. The whole idea of the Tomahawk is meant for cruising. So a bit of cross-country kind of flying, having a good look at the scenery. And it's also used for flight training as well. As you can see from the back of the plane, it's a T-tail. There's a T-tail aircraft. I've got the British Airways livery. So today, as you can see there, we're at Dundee Airport. So we're at Dundee Airport in Scotland, and we're going to work our way down to Edinburgh. So we're going to fly from Dundee to Edinburgh. But a great model again from Just Flight. You can see the dirt, you can see grime. You can see all the rivets very clearly, so great textures. And it's just a kind of wonderful aircraft. So I'm going to jump in and I'll show you what we've got inside. It does come with its own... oh, we've got some things on here. So it does come with its own... I'm just going to turn a few bits and pieces off for a second. There we go. Okay, so it does come with its own electronic flight bag. So lots of things here. All your exterior stuff's on the right hand side. Chocks, tie downs, tow bar, pitot cover. It does have a kind of a rudimentary autopilot. So it does, obviously the real plane doesn't have an autopilot. But you can set the altitude, heading and nav from this EFB. You can do a full walk around. You can turn wear rate on if you like. It also has wear and tear. So the wear and tear will affect over 15 components and will vary depending on how you treat your aircraft. So if you treat your aircraft rough, it's gonna bite you. It will break down. So it does have checklists. I'm not going to follow checklists today. I don't want to waste a lot of time going through checklists, but if it's something that you like to do, plenty of checklists for you to get your kind of eyes into. It does have Navigraph charts and it also has a map. So we're in Dundee, as I said, and we're going to work our way down to Edinburgh. It's not a long flight. It's not going to take too long. So whilst we're waiting for our GPSs to align, I think now would be a good time to try to start the engine. So I'm going to give it a prime. So let's prime it 1 or 2 times. Let's give it one more for luck. Let's turn our fuel pump on. I will turn the landing light on. I'm not massively into making sure I have the correct lights on. Right, okay, so we got all that on. So let's see if we can start. So we do have a start, which is great. Still waiting for our GPS to come aligned. So let's check our oil pressure is rising, fuel pressure is there. So we've got full tanks of fuel, so our fuel is not going to be an issue. Let's get that one going. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready here to go. As I said, I'm not going to waste time today going through checklists, but it does have very, very comprehensive checklists that you can kind of work through. Right, so let's see if we can get this moving. So around we go. Whoop. All right, so this is Dundee in Scotland. So should have some nice scenery as we work our way down to Edinburgh. Let me turn my head tracking on. There we are. Right, let's slow this down a bit. Okay, so it's not a lot of wind. As you can see from the windsock, it's just kind of hanging there. Let's go. Full power. Great sound. They've done a really nice job with the sounds. So I'm pretty much just going to hand fly it all the way. So I won't use the, as I said, it does have a really basic kind of autopilot if you want to use that. But just for today, I think I'll hand fly it all the way into Edinburgh. Wonderful scenery. So this is why I love the GA flying in the sim. I can't imagine myself at kind of 40,000 feet and missing out on all the good scenery. So as I said, it does have a nice map, so you can kind of see where you are. Look at that, beautiful, isn't it? So we've got a nice gentle climb. I'm not going to climb too high. This plane will certainly won't get you anywhere in a rush. Its main aim is as I said, it's a touring aircraft, an aircraft that's also perfect for training. Some clouds in the sky, nice day. But I don't know if any of you have picked up this plane. I'd be interested to see and hear about your thoughts or comments. So feel free to leave me any comments or your own opinions about this particular plane. My initial kind of impressions are pretty good. I mean, Just Flight, if you take Just Flight as a company, look what they did in 2020. They had some great planes. And a lot of their stuff now is compatible or native now to our new sim. Right, so let's I'm just going to trim down a little bit. I don't want to go too high up into the clouds. Let's keep it low, let's keep it slow. I don't really want to go up into all that grey, heavy looking cloud. So let's keep it underneath. It's a really nice tablet. If you have a look through the EFB, all kinds of things. So you can connect, if you have SimBrief, you can connect your SimBrief to it. and it will give you your operational flight plan. It also has navigramp charts, so you can have navigramp charts on this nice looking tablet. So mightily impressed. Very, very impressed so far. Getting blown around a little bit. It is a light aircraft. It will feel the wind, of course. I've only landed this once, so the landing should be very interesting. I'm still working on my landings. I'm trying to keep this kind of as smooth as I can. We are being affected a little bit by the wind. It does want to trim up, so I keep having to trim down. It's got a bit of a tendency to have the nose up in the air. I don't know if any of you have been to Scotland. It's certainly, you've certainly got some great countryside here, as you can see. So we're about, well, 3,300 feet, so I don't want to get too much higher than that. So I'm just going to keep it there. Or thereabouts. I love flying these small kind of general aviation planes. You can really kind of work on your skills, work on your landings. And what I like about them as well, you can get into the air quite quickly. I'm not really one of those that wants to spend a long time getting the aircraft prepared. I do have quite a busy kind of job, so I don't have a lot of time to kind of play around in the sim. So I'd rather choose like a GA aircraft where it only takes 5 minutes to get yourself airborne. That's much more my style for the moment. But when my skills improve, yeah, I'm definitely going to try the airliners. So I definitely want to try that. Not sure I'm ready for it at the moment. But hopefully you will see me progress. For those of you that haven't seen my career mode series, I am doing a full walkthrough of the career mode and show you what the career mode can offer you. And of course, part of the career mode, once you get so far, you can fly the airliners. So I will be doing that. And you can come along and kind of laugh at my pitfalls, laugh at all my mistakes. But that's okay. We all have to learn, don't we? We all had to learn at some point. So, we're not actually too far away. Perfect day for flying. I love the clouds actually in the sim. The clouds are pretty good, aren't they? They've done a great job with the clouds. I do have the cloud set to ultra. So I've got ultra clouds, but I do like the clouds to look realistic. It's nothing worse than flying around with blocky kind of glare clouds. The scenery is looking pretty good, isn't it? Isn't it amazing what they've done to the sim? How this sim has improved over the last few months and weeks. I think it's in a state now where most people are kind of satisfied. I know and read about some very kind of unhappy people when they first released the sim, but I think now it's in a state where it's good. Yep, it's in a state now where you don't have to worry about if you're going to get a crash to desktop. I can't remember the last time actually I've had a CTD. It's been a very long time ago. Alright, so we're making our way there. As I say, I'm not going to go straight up into the clouds. I'm going to keep it low, keep it slow. Let's have a look at what Scotland has to offer us. This is just the kind of flying I really enjoy. But as I said, the main reason why I kind of been bitten by the simming bug, I just find it quite relaxing. Nothing better than after a busy day to get yourself into the sim and just forget about things for a while. Okay, I'm just going to get ourselves down just a little bit lower. Oil temp's a little high. So I haven't gone through any of the checklists. So if you're kind of triggered by that, I do apologise. I'm sure you'll point out I've done a million things wrong. But the whole idea of this video is just to show you this plane. I think perhaps some of you would be very interested in this style of flying. I love the sounds. The sounds of the aircraft are great. So we're just going to go across this, just going to go across the water here ahead of us. And the airport is literally just across the water, so we're not far. Or the airport, I should say. I think I've been to Edinburgh once actually, many years ago, when I was very young. We had a holiday up in Scotland. Right, so we're doing well. We're not too far. We're not too far away. I'm glad it's a nice sunny day. A little bit of low cloud. Just getting through the cloud now. Look at that. Wonderful. See a bridge up there to our right. So just looking at the map, yeah, it looks like the airport is literally just over this water. So I have no idea how my landing is going to be. As I said, I've only done one landing in this particular aircraft. Let's lose some height. Ah, it's two bridges. What great scenery, isn't it? I think I can see the airport up ahead. Pretty sure it's just off our nose to the right there. Right, so now it's time to think about the landing. Pretty sure the airport's there, right on, just to the right of our nose. I'm hoping to come in on runway 24. So welcome to Edinburgh. Edinburgh is quite a big city, as you can see. I think I can see the runway. Yeah, so it's just to our right. We'll go a little bit further and just do a gentle kind of right turn. Alright, let's slow this down a little bit. We are a little high. So that's our runway. Let's get rid of some of this height. And we do need to get rid of some of this speed as well. Don't think they would appreciate us coming into land like a torpedo. So still very high. A little bit of a wind. Come on. Here we go. Oh, as soon as you put your flaps down, it jumps up in the air, so be careful of that. Give it a bit more speed. More power. Wow, the drag from the flaps is very strong. Alright, let's concentrate. Getting blown around. Did come in a bit too high, but never mind. Alright, down she comes. Okay, so let's get the flaps up. I was taken aback actually. As soon as you put your flaps out, the drag was almost instant. It's almost like some kind of a magnet pulling you backwards. So be careful. Be careful with those flaps. Watch your speed as well. You could easily stall with your flaps out. Oh, we got taxi markers. Why not follow those? So that was only my second landing in this aircraft. Bit to work on as always. It's a bit high. As I said, the flaps kind of took me by surprise. It jumped up in the air and we lost a lot of speed quickly. Right, let's put it there. Okay, let's get this shut down. Right, so let's get rid of this head tracking. So that's about it, everybody. So the whole idea was this, just to show you this aircraft. I'm sure that some of you would enjoy this. It's great fun to fly. It's one of those aircraft that you need to fly. It doesn't do it on its own. It's a bit of a beast. And watch out for those flaps. As soon as you put your flaps out, be careful. Okay, everyone, so that's about it. So that's my kind of, I would say, my own personal review for you all on the PA-38 Tomahawk by Just Flight. I think it cost about £29, English pounds. So not bad. Good value for money. I certainly enjoyed flying it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there then. Any comments? Please leave me some comments if you have anything that you wanted to ask me. I will reply to everybody. And any likes, hit the subscribe if you can. I would greatly appreciate that. So that's it for now. I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.